Alright friends, welcome back to Vince and Judy's Super Channel G. And look how outstanding these action figures look. This is a brand new, complete set of Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse action figures. We've got them all opened here. They look incredible. And we have other Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse action figures and other cool toys that have come out. But right now, let's get these open and take a closer look. So what do you think? So guys, before we get started, if you're not already subscribed to our channel, please hit the subscribe button below. Hit the notification bell next so you get notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know what you think of these incredible new action figures that we just found. And give us a big thumbs up. So what do you say we go ahead and get started? Right now.
What is up, Vince and Gigi?
Vince and Gigi, Super Channel G.
Super Channel G.
Gigi.
Vince and Gigi from Super Channel G.
Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi on Super Channel G.
So tight. Don't stop doing what you're doing.
Congratulations on all your success.
Congratulations on everything.
I will see you on the TV on
Super Channel G.
God, is this great?
Alright friends, welcome back to Vince and Judy's Super Channel G. And as I mentioned just a moment ago, we already opened this just a few moments ago. And well, a few moments ago is relative. but let's go ahead and take a closer look at these incredible new basic figures that just came out. And I was looking for the ones that I had from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and did not immediately find them. I'm like, I couldn't have put them up so good that I can't find them right now. But either way, let's see who we have in this set. So of course, we do have Miles Morales. And this looks pretty awesome. Look at that. Beautiful packaging. It's essentially the same packaging on all of them except for the back, the little write-up and pose of our action figure. But all in all, the packaging looks gorgeous. Look at our heroes swinging into action right here. So for this Miles, I can't wait to get it open. I was thinking there was something else on there, but no, it doesn't have all the figures on there. Here we have Spider-Man, of course, Peter B. Parker. I think on when we were previewing it the other day, I accidentally said Spider B. Parker on accident. But this looks awesome too. And he doesn't have that big gut that we were expecting, if that's him, right? Let me see. Peter B. Parker, yeah. Or any of the warm-ups or whatever, the jogging suit. And he definitely has both of his boots. But anyway, he looks awesome. Hopefully he does come out in the new movie, because here it says inspired by, and it says Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse, which leads us to believe not. But I would think he'd be in here. Why not? He was definitely a fan favorite. Definitely one of my favorites. And so now we also have Spider-Man 2099, which this looks awesome. He also looks super like built. Look at that. Looks huge. Looks awesome. Look at that. Each one of these are coming with one accessory. Looks like some sort of either web shooter or projectile. This one's, I guess, electricity. And here we have Spider-Gwen, otherwise known as Ghost Spider, among other things. But yeah, these look awesome. Let's get them open. And who do you want to start with? Let's start with, well, why not Miles? And we'll do them in this order right here. Okay, so set that right here. Get us all set up. And let's go ahead and kick it off with Miles Morales. And I know we just took a look at this, but let's take a closer look. Look at this beautiful artwork. Look at this skyline in the background. Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse, and it's kind of glitchy, so I'm sure that's intentional. And we all remember how that was in the first movie where it started glitching. Look at that. Beautiful spider symbol. And looks like it's definitely updated from just the spray paint. So let's see what it says back over here. It says, Miles Morales faces a new villain with abilities that will take more than one Spider-Man to defeat. Wow. Sounds cool. I wonder who it is. Let's cut them on out. Make sure we don't leave any accidental markings on our miles right here. Oof, we're gonna have to cut right here where his ankles are. Hopefully that's attached. No, it's not, but we were able to get that out. And let's get this out right here. There we go. Now can I just wiggle this out? Certainly looks like it. Awesome. Let's set that aside. And let's take a close look at our miles right here. Alright. So, head sculpt. We definitely have right here where it's raised and actually goes in as far as the webbing. So that looks cool. Wow, his head goes pretty far back and forward. Look at that. I'm actually surprised it goes that far back and forward. It's definitely scooped out, opened up more on the bottom, so it allows for that. So look at this. You'll see the difference. So that's awesome. It tilts. So we got some great articulation here on the head. You don't typically see that on a basic figure. We can get his arms to come up at the shoulder more than a 90-degree angle, because of course 90 degree would be about there. So look, we can get him about here. Now the arms are a little bit bendy. Look at this. On here and here. We do have another joint at the elbow. We can turn also there and bring it out on both arms. Too bad we don't have a joint at the wrist. We'd be able to turn that. But either way, it is nice to have at least 2 joints here in the arms. There is no joint at the waist, so unfortunately we cannot turn him. But look at the sculpt, and the legs only go straight forward. So, wow, and beyond a 90-degree angle if you push it hard enough. The legs are also kind of bendy. And we do have here where you can put a peg. Interesting. So 2018 leads me to believe that this may be a reissue from the first movie. But since I can't find my Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse action figures this very second, I'm gonna have to locate that for you and compare it on a different video. So you're gonna have to. I'm gonna apologize and say we're gonna have to take a look at that really soon. But either way, look at this paint. Looks great. I like this symbol. Got a stripe down the side. All in all, looks cool. Let's see what we got here. Can we simply just put this right here? Oop, I'm starting to bend his wrist there. Look at that. Wonder how hard is this? Oh, it's pretty tough actually. Let's put it in sideways then. There we go. Look at that. If we can put it on the thin part of the wrist, and we can turn it if we want. But that looks pretty sick. Look at that. It does look pretty cool. Let's see. We'll turn it sideways and find the thinnest part of the wrist. And then get it on from there. Ooh. It's pretty snug on there. So keep that in mind. And then this wrist is angled a little bit, so I definitely don't want to rip his wrist off. So I recommend perhaps putting it on this one. Look at that. That definitely will work. And let's see what with the box. I didn't even pay attention to which wrist you had it on. I had it on that side. Okay, well, that's how they want it. Let's put it like that. But here you are, you can see there's multiple ways to put it on. Now because this is shaped like this, look at that. It does look cool. Now as far as the legs, too bad it does not open out to get a better wide stance. Legs are unfortunate that it just goes only this far back, and they're bendy, so they'll go back into place. but we can't put like a more dynamic pose of the legs. Look at that. That would be much better. And even if we had like, this would be awesome to have a knee joint, but unfortunately not meant to be. So nonetheless, maybe we can still have him on a dynamic action stand. Bring him back a little. Maybe that would help somewhat to get a little more dynamic. Well, looks cool. And I will set him aside right over here. So that looks great. Alright, let's move on and see who we got next. And that's right, as promised, we now have Spider-Man. And this will be Peter B. Parker. And forgive me for having said Spider B. Parker on the other video. But again, as we take a closer look, this is the only one that has this symbol right here that says inspired by Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which again leads us to believe that he may not be in this movie, because they did that like with Mysterio for Spider-Man No Way Home and so on. So beautiful package, essentially the same except that and the back. And let's see what it says about Peter B. Parker, who I really am hoping is in this movie. So it says, Peter B. Parker is stuck between wanting to protect old pal Miles Morales and sitting with his more experienced Spider-Man comrade. Oh, and siding. I said sitting, I think. Got a little too carried away. And siding. That write-up would tell me that he's probably in this movie as well. But let's get him out. And we'll find out soon enough when the movie premieres. Oh, looks like we could have just slipped them on out from the feet, on the ankles right there. Very cool. These out. Looks awesome. This one has it on the back, which, anyway, let's not get started on that, because I'm like, okay, well, we look to the box for an example, but then wouldn't it be coming from here on this side? But anyway, look at our Spider-Man. He looks awesome. Too bad he doesn't have as great articulation for his head. Oop. That Miles does. We can still tilt here. It does go around. Great. It just doesn't go very far forward and back. Look. Okay. Shoulders go definitely beyond a 90-degree angle. That looks cool. It goes around. They do go all the way around. Do the same for Miles also. And I guess, unfortunately, the arms do not come into a 90-degree angle. You can kind of bend them in, but then they'll slowly make their way back down. Look. Because this is also soft plastic. Look at that. And the legs. Ooh, man, you heard they were stuck. Come forward, not to a full 90-degree angle. And only go back that far because right here. Let's see if this says 2018 also. Sure does. So perhaps a reissue as well. But looks awesome. Cannot turn it at the waist. This looks great. I love the sculpt. Why is it dirty here? Interesting. Why do I even have that on there? So I can probably scratch that out. We'll do it some other time. But otherwise, the sculpt on this bad boy is actually pretty good. Again, it would be nice to be able to get some more dynamic poses with the legs. But either way, this is what it is. We have this again, which is very similar to the other one, but it looks like it has more room in there. And this shooting web, it's still, wow, it's still hard plastic right there. So let's check this out. Let's force this right on over here. And there we go. Maybe we can bring this arm out so it's kind of like, that looks cool. I'm sure you'll agree. Look at that. See if I can take a picture of this right here. That looks awesome, actually. Take one picture, give me 1 second. Okay, I like it. Let's set him right over here. Now, will he be able to stand doing that? Wow, he was. He was able to stand, look at that. Wow, and that looks actually kind of cool. Look at that. There he goes, taking a picture real quick. Okay, let's move on. Looks pretty awesome. All right. So next, let's get this Spider-Man 2099. Look how awesome that looks. Is the way they kind of made the way he'd look for this movie looks really awesome. Looks super high tech. Look at that. And let's see what the back says. It says, for Spider-Man 2099. I was like, where is it? There it is. Trying to create a new superhero, Miguel O'Hara accidentally turned himself into the best Spider-Man in the multiverse. Measured by what? Because it's like the best one. Is that an opinion or is that fact-based? And is that abilities-based? Guess we'll find out. Because if it's opinion-based on who's cooler, I guess it didn't say cooler at all, did it? Alright, so this also has from the right arm. It has it from the back shooting up. And look how his hands just kind of shape, kind of has that pose going. Just kind of, which is interesting because why are the fingers so limp like that? Just kind of, because the thumb is like he's about to shake someone's hand, but even curved weird. That is a little bit of weird of a pose. Interesting. Kind of like how Harry Potter was waving in the first movie up from the train. But let me just say, this action figure looks great. Look at this articulation. Now the head moves this far down, this far back, so it's not a ton. We can rotate it a little bit. It goes all the way around. Let's see. His elbows do come in to roughly 90-degree angle. Too bad no wrist movement, but I'm excited at how that looks. The red and the blue look awesome. The legs come to roughly 90-degree angle forward, but it only goes that far back because of where it hits right there. Oh, I was almost excited. I was like, look, looks like we can pose the legs out, but no, I think it's just softer material there. So these arms are bendy, they're just thicker. Same thing, these legs, bendy. But on the smaller, thinner, weaker points is where it is bendy, because otherwise it's pretty tough. Look at the texture on the mold, looks great. The red and blue look great. So that looks awesome. These that are flaring out, they're super soft plastic. And here we are. The visibility like in the picture, I guess, shooting out from the back of his arm. That's how they wanted it. Look at that. How's that? It's pretty awesome to me. There, took a quick picture. But yeah, that looks pretty awesome. Let's see if we can get him to stand with that over here by Spider-Man. By Peter B. Parker. He's not really leaning back the amount I need him to. Let's try that. That looks pretty outstanding. Look at that. There we go. All right, let's move on to our last action figure of these 4. And here it is. So last but certainly not least, we have SpiderGwen, aka Ghost Spider, aka Gwen Stacy. And these packages like look amazing. The graphic design looks awesome. Look at that. Got her accessory. And now that I mention it, forgot to look to see what date it had on the bottom of the sole of his feet. 22. So this may be the only one that's new, not repackaged. But yeah, I'm anticipating Spider-Gwen being the same one from, or at least having the date of 2018 with some minor upgrades. But let's find out, and we'll be 100% sure after we take a look at we finally into the Spider-Verse figures. Ooh. I think these look like different shoes, but it's only because I'm going by memory alone. Alright, get this out. This one also has it coming from the right arm, but from the back, which her wrist makes it look like it should be coming from the inside, but nonetheless. Alright, let's come closer. Let's take a look. And see this head sculpt. The hoodie kind of moves with the head, but kind of not. Look. So she only goes this far back and this far forward, so it's not a ton. It does turn all the way around. Can't really tilt it to the side because it's restricted by this. And although I'm pushing it in right here, it's still kind of tough. It's not that soft. So the arms come beyond a 90-degree angle. Look at that. We're almost at 45 from here. Isn't that crazy? 135. So that looked pretty awesome. We can bend right here at the elbow. So that's great. No wrist articulation, but look at this. Super bendy, but it doesn't have a wire to keep it in place. But the mold looks great. The paint looks great. Look at that. I love the way that looks for like gloves. The legs come essentially 90-degree angle forward, but they only go that far back because of that. No waist joint. I don't know if these are going to be the same ones because they look a little modernized, but I'm going solely based on memory. But that looks awesome. Let's see this. Can just clip this on. Oh look, this one's finally one it's soft. So that looks like that would be better to have. Picture showing it like this. So I think I'm gonna have it like this. We will have her stand. Well, I didn't show you her high tops. Her high tops look pretty cool. This one says 2022 also. So maybe this one is a new mold after all, because I was like, that's like a little different from what I remember. But anyway, let's have everybody kind of shooting this up. What if I can put her right here? Maybe too close. Yep. And why is she not standing well? Falling forward or backwards? Come on. There we go. So that looks pretty awesome. I didn't mean to block Spider-Man 2099's face, but otherwise this looks pretty good. What do you think? Awesome. So guys, I want to thank you for hanging out with us here today. We will be looking for that box of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse action figures, because I know it has to be right around here somewhere. I'm like, let's be covering it up by accident with another box of something, but we'll find it and we will revisit these compared to those. So what do you say, guys? So I want to thank you for hanging out with us here today. Again, if you've not already subscribed to our channel, please hit the subscribe button below. Hit the notification bell next to it so you can get notified every time we have a new video come out. Check out our YouTube channel so you can see more great videos like this, and that way you can also stay tuned for our next video, which we're going to do more Spider-Man action figures. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching Vincent GD's Super Channel G. Peace. And then, well, oop, she fell. I'm sure you want to get an idea of what other Spider-Man stuff we got going on. Look at this. Spider-Rex. This Spider-Mobile. Now, these are not for the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, but other ones. And look at this awesome Mech Strike Monster Hunters. So, got some good stuff coming up. This Rip and Go, amongst other things. So, stay tuned, guys, because you're not going to want to miss those. Thank you for hanging out with us here today, and we'll be seeing you soon on Vincent GD's Super Channel G. Peace.